What up? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Going live on TikTok as well at the same time. Appreciate everyone on here. Thanks for coming to the live stream. And that link right there, check it out, guys. Okay, you guys got, what is it, like 40 minutes? 32 minutes actually for this. Check it out. It's the link right there. Let me see. But yeah, it's 30 minutes. Check it out. We're gonna take a look here at Bitcoin and cover the weekly close, which closes in about 32 minutes, the same time as my my thing right here. Okay, which is in my profile as well as in the right there pinned. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna cover your altcoins as well. You know what I mean? So should have a good live stream. At the moment, we're looking bullish. And I did say it last live stream. I said we need to pump back over the weekly MA here, and we did that. We're above it at the moment pretty decently. So I'm liking where Bitcoin is at. Okay, I'm liking what Bitcoin is doing right now, for sure. Guys, don't forget to like if you're on YouTube or TikTok. Don't forget to like. Just take a look here at Bitcoin weekly close. This is gonna be a massive close for the weekly for Bitcoin, and we'll cover your favorite altcoins as well. All right. So yeah, don't forget. Need Doge back into the 20s. What's Dogecoin at now? 17 cents, I think. We're still 16. I'll take a look at Doge too. Just put this real quick. What's up, Rick? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Yeah, just waiting till a couple people coming on here. We're gonna cover Bitcoin first. Bitcoin weekly close looking really good here. I mean, you got to really look at it like that, right? We basically had like a double top here back in January. Now we're getting a double bottom here on that weekly close. So, you know, there's a big reason why I bought a ton recently. I've been buying a ton the last, as this correction's been happening. So pretty good to see. If you guys are just tuning in my profile, there's gonna be this. I can't talk too much about it, but it should be pinned right there, depending where you're at. This is a great thing here that's in my profile. It explains everything, ex Sir Lewis, and it expires in 30 minutes, as you can see right here. Okay, it'll take you to this, right? And it expires in 30 minutes, and it's really good. You can take advantage of it. Look at that. So, you know, I've been using it for like a year plus. Pretty safe. I've never had any issues with them. So just check it out. I hope you guys are doing great, man. Cryptocurrency dead. See, these are the things that make me super bullish, right? These people coming on here saying crypto's dead. These people are clowns. Yeah, crypto's dead with a bunch of ETFs, right? Bitcoin. I do agree. Trump's, you know, it basically took out a lot of the liquidity, right? But I wouldn't say, I mean, I would say, you know, we're in the process of a lot of coins going dead. Right. How's the market looking? So as of right now, guys, we're doing the weekly close live. We got 27 minutes. As you can see right here, it says 27 minutes till this weekly closes. I told you guys all the time, the close is everything, right? The closing is everything. So I'm doing this live stream to monitor this weekly close, which at the moment we're looking super bullish. Super bullish. Last time when I came live, we were around like 100K down here below the weekly MA, which is in green. You see the weekly MA, which is in green? The 50 week right there. Is it the 50 week? Yeah, it is. Yeah, 50 week. And I said, look, we need to pump here above 103K. We need to have a closing above 103K, not close below it. Like the last two times, we haven't closed below. We tested it, and we got a beautiful bounce, but we haven't closed below it. And I said this needs to happen. That's what happened, and we're doing pretty good, at least at the moment. We're at 104K, 104,600. Of course, anything can happen. Hopefully, we don't have a dump, right? Back down here, and we get a bad closing here. But we got about 26 minutes left. So we're looking pretty good. And again, also 26 minutes left. This right here, it said it's all in my profile. You can check it out. 26 offer. The event ends in 26. You can see right here. It'll take you to this. Just check it out. It's a great thing. This is it right here. Okay, and it's my favorite one to use. It should be in the pinned, where depending where you're at, or in the profile. Thank you for the hearts, Mario. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for the likes. I saw like a little bit when it hit like when it was around 38 cents, but I still have a lot of Dogecoin. It's still one of my second biggest holding, to be honest. So, and you know, I'm still mega bullish on Dogecoin. We can look at Dogecoin right now. We're about to hit 18 cents, right? I still believe Dogecoin is still looking really good. Right now, the weekly resistance is that 100 MA, right? But
new subscriber.
On the monthly, we're at least holding the 25 MA, right? So I'm still liking Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin holding above this level that you see right here is still bullish, above that 16 cents on the monthly. If we get a monthly close below that 16 cents, then I would say that's bearish, right? And we risk coming down to 10 cents. But we're holding it, right? This is a big support level that we held prior months back ago. So I believe we have everything to hold it. Again, we got 21 days left, but we'll see. At this point, hoping for a miracle, because scammers are taking it all. Yeah, like what scammers do you mean are taking it all? Would you say? Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. Don't forget to like. Yeah, doing the weekly close. We got 25 minutes left. 25 minutes left. If we get a weekly close here around this level, man, we might do something like that, right? Might have a reverse week next week. So let's see or we can dump. Hopefully not dump. But I'm liking the price action right now. Let's zoom in deeper here on the daily. We can see today we broke out. So the last 5 days, Bitcoin's been ranging here below between 104 and even 99, 98, ranging, and we broke out of that range today. The time that we needed to break out. So this is a mega bullish here. Okay, the last day here before the weekly close, we broke out. So I'm liking this. Could this be a fake out? Sure, right? I would say the next resistance point is 106. 106,500. We get a big pump. We'll probably find a probably find a resistance right there. All right. But I'm liking it for sure. As well as the monthly, right? I mean, getting a monthly close above this level, it's looking good. Honestly, guys, it's still looking really good here. I know there's a lot of bearish sentiment out there. There's a lot of people. That's another thing. That's why we're looking good. When you see a lot of these bullish guys turning bearish, and that's what we've seen the last couple of weeks. You guys are killing it. Thank you guys for the likes. Over 32 people on here. Appreciate it. Just watching that Bitcoin. 22 minutes left. Maybe we'll get a pump after the weekly close, right? Maybe we'll get a pump here. And again, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to check it out. We got 22 minutes till the weekly close, as well as this right here that's in my profile. If you want to know the details, it's on my profile. You can see right here when you click it, 22 minutes. You scroll down, you can see right there. Okay, you can get up to that right there. So check it out. The details are all right here. I can't talk too much about it, but I'm telling you, I use this. Never had any problems with them. And they're pretty safe, from my experience after a year and a half of using them. Honestly, I don't have a trade open right now. No. Thank you guys for the likes, and let me know what coins you guys want me to check out, of course, with this beautiful Bitcoin possible weekly close here. This will be a really good weekly close if we close above this level for sure. Filecoin, yeah, Filecoin, yeah. Filecoin had a really good bounce, really good bounce here to $3. We're pulling back a little bit. But yeah, look at that. Look on the monthly, Filecoin, we exploded to almost $4, $3.94. But this is why, I hate people that say the charts don't matter, it's random, blah blah blah. Look where Filecoin finds resistance, exactly in the 25 MA on the monthly, which is in blue right there. You see that? So it's not a coincidence we just randomly wick to right there and then start pulling back, right? So Filecoin finding resistance right here, which is also a big point of control. Right, so when you see a lot of confluence like this, like 21 MA, a lot of point of control, a big point of control, it was once support, you're gonna get a pullback, and that's what Filecoin's doing. So the question is now, can we continue this momentum to the upside? And I would say most likely, yeah, depending on where we close here, right? We're looking really good on the monthly. This is a beautiful engulfing candle. We'll check out VeChain too. Well, right now it's solid. Well, weekly close is about like 20 minutes from right now. People creating coins, don't stop, make crypto. Oh yeah, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, look, so right here, Filecoin's weekly close is looking amazing too, despite this pullback. We got 19 minutes. You see right there? 19 minutes countdown. We get a weekly close around this level. We're looking good for continuation here, right? For another beautiful pump coming in the next week or so. Unless we dump down here in 20 minutes, which is unlikely, we're looking pretty bullish here. So I'm liking Litecoin's price action for sure. Because you got to understand like this, right? I just keep it very simple. This weekly 25 and 21, the 25 is yellow, the 21 is blue, was resistance for weeks and weeks since basically January. Look, since January, that 25 and 21, which is in blue and yellow, was resistance. We were under it. Now with this God candle, we're above it. And if we get a close here above it, we're flipping the market structure. Okay, the market structure is flipping from bearish to bullish. Okay, and we're creating a new momentum, possibly to the upside. So there you go. I haven't done Flux yet. I just got live here, so you guys are early. Appreciate everyone that's here. I got live to do. I promised you guys I was going to do the Bitcoin weekly close, which this one is a big one because of the 50 weekly MA. This is the third time we tested this bull market cycle. We tested it here, April, massive pump. We tested it here after the halving, massive pump. This is the third time we tested. And last live stream, we were around 100K Bitcoin. Yeah, 100K Bitcoin. And look, I said it's not looking good unless before the weekly close, which we had 3 days at that point, we can move above 103K and close above 103K. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We got 17 minutes left. This is the countdown right here in red. So I'm liking this for Bitcoin. I really am, for potentially the next week to have a big move to the upside. But yeah, I'm gonna do all your altcoins. Flux, I'm still holding my Flux. So the MAs are, so look, this is I created my own indicator because I hated having one indicator for each MA. So I created my own indicator. It's called the SL6MA. So this is the Sir Lewis 6MA, the most important MAs. And it says 8 here, but it's 21. So I got the 21 in blue, 25 in yellow, 50 green, 100 purple, 200 orange. And these are the ones that I use the most. And then 300 for rare cases when I look at Bitcoin. Yeah. You think Ether? Yeah, I believe Ethereum is going to do really well. I'm pretty sure Ethereum is looking really good here too. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Ethereum on this weekly close, we wicked down exactly to the 100 MA here. Beautiful bounce. I mean, that's amazing. ETH is looking beautiful here. I mean, doesn't mean we can pull back more, but that 100 bounce right there on the MA on the weekly, resetting the stochastic here to oversold. So look, I just want to point this out. ETH pulled back here, right, to around 3,000. We're gonna get the close here about 3,500. But this is what I'm trying to show you guys here. We reset the stochastic from weeks and months of being overbought to extremely oversold. Last time we were this oversold was right here. Guess how much ETH was at that time? 1,500, 1,300. Remember that back in April? So this is bullish divergence. And this is very bullish here to see. Right, a lot of altcoins are bullish. They do this reset on stochastic, pulling back, but putting a big, really big higher low compared to back then. Yeah. This is on the weekly. So this is on the weekly for Ethereum. Man, we got 15 minutes left, guys. 15 minutes left. And if you guys are just tuning in, check out my profile. I also got 15 minutes left. Okay, so 15 minutes left right here. Ends in 15 minutes. And you can see right here, I'll take you to this page. Basically, I'll show you this. I use this for like a year and a half now. Really safe. I use it all the time to trade as well as buying on spot. But you can check it right here. It's a great opportunity. It's in my profile. It explains everything. And you can see right there. Okay. So it's 15 minutes left. Just take advantage of it if you guys are interested. Bitcoin options is going to be crazy Monday. Yeah. Can you check Solana? Yeah, I'll check Solana real quick. Solana also looking really good here, right? Holding that. So like Solana, it's right on that 100 MA in purple. ETH got a beautiful bounce off of it. Solana's right on it. It's literally right on it. So it's a battle right here on Solana to get a nice close above it, which I believe it will. We got 13 minutes here for the weekly close on Solana above that 100 MA. It's just sitting there. Look at that. It's literally just sitting there. God, I hope to God we do not have a dump the last 3 minutes and you see Bitcoin dumping to like 101 or something in Solana. That'll obviously be a very coordinated, you know, from big wells out there dumping on the markets for sure. trying to get a bearish close. But we'll see. So far, at least at the moment, Solana's looking pretty good. Same thing with ETH too, right? Look, Solana, we were extremely overbought for weeks and months. With this pullback right here, right, going to 148, but possibly closing above 163, we reset that stochastic on the weekly back to oversold. Last time we were this oversold, Solana was 104. Okay, but the main thing here is that's bullish is we're putting in a higher low. So that's mega bullish. I know the bearish sentiment and all this, and this is what happens every time we get a pullback or a reset on stochastic on the weekly. It's always bearish sentiment. You know, people don't want to look at the facts here. I'm just sharing the facts here in the most simplest way I can. At the moment, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. You know, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. We got 12 minutes left. I told you when I was live here at 100K Bitcoin, I said, look, Bitcoin wants to flip bullish here. In the next 3 days, we have to close above 103K here on the weekly. And that's what we did so far. So getting a close here above the 50 moving average on the weekly is bullish to me. What's up, Pepe? How you doing, bro? Appreciate it. Hi, ZZ. Thanks for coming to the live stream, man. You guys are killing it. We got a bunch of people on YouTube as well. Don't forget to like wherever you guys are at. Don't forget to like. And again, if you guys are just tuning in, 11 minutes left here for this. This is basically, you can check it out. It's in the pinned as well as in the profile. Okay, 30. You can see right there. Check it out. And look, don't worry. If you missed this one, I'll have another one. But the thing is, you can take advantage of this one and also the next one. So it's not like a one-time thing, right? So you could take advantage of this one right here, which ends in 11 minutes, which is in the profile, in my profile, which is you'll get this. But I'm coming out with another one in a couple days. Okay, so you could take advantage of both. It's not a one-time thing. You could take advantage of this one and another one. All right, so, and yeah, so just take advantage of it. Treats, what's up, man? How you doing? We might not gonna have a big altcoin season, but at least I'm hoping it relives. Yeah, maybe. Eric, what's up, Eric? How you doing, bro? A big reason why I haven't been live on YouTube is because I actually been live on TikTok for like 3 times straight because I've been using TikTok Studio. It's just a really good. It's just so smooth on TikTok. And I've been getting a lot of people on TikTok. So that's why I haven't been live on YouTube. But I got to find a way to use TikTok Studio and go live on YouTube at the same time. That's what I got to do. But you guys are killing it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we aren't that nice. But look, I would say we would be mega bearish if we get a close here, like I said, below the 50 weekly. If we were to get a close here below the 50 weekly, that would be bearish because that you know, that hasn't happened here back in March. That hasn't happened here back in September 2024. So maybe this is a fake out, right? Maybe this is a fake out, and then we break the 50 weekly. But at least for right now, we're looking pretty bullish here for Bitcoin. And looking at the big picture on the monthly, we're looking pretty good too, right? On the monthly, you can see this is a big point of control for Bitcoin. Okay, this level right here is a big point of control for Bitcoin. And at the moment, the bulls are in control, right? Until we break below this, the bulls are in control of this level. So let's see what happens here. It first starts with the weekly, which at the moment, the weekly is looking good. Looking pretty good. Eric, what's up? I sold my crypto because Bitcoin, ETH, SOL, and XRP was crashing hard last days. We are a bearish, mate. You sold your crypto? Oh man. What made you sell your crypto? Was because Bitcoin was because they were crashing hard? I mean, look, nothing is financial advice, right? Do whatever you guys want to do, but I'm definitely not bearish. I bought more. I did like the opposite. But you know, one thing I would say is you never want to sell because we're crashing. You always want to do the opposite. You want to always sell when we're pumping, right? When we're when we're in this happy mode where, you know, people are bullish, and that's my key thing for selling. You know, a top doesn't end in a bearish way, right? A top usually ends after people are euphoric. You guys been killing it. Thank you. Algorand being bench warmer this cycle. That's hilarious. hopefully Algorand gets in the game at some point, right? I mean, I got some Algorand, but at least it's not bad. At least it's not putting in new lows, right? At least Algorand is not totally bearish. I believe it will join the game at some point. You guys been killing it with the likes. Appreciate it. I'm still buying some, of course, but I'm very jaded about this cycle. I'm frustrated. Yeah, I understand. I understand a lot of people are impatient, and a very different cycle. Very much expanded cycle. And I would say right now we're at kind of a crossroads where either we have the 4-year cycle being confirmed right here at the top, or we break out of that 4-year cycle narrative, which I believe will happen. But at least at the moment, that 4-year cycle, we topped out in the same time frame as the 4-year cycle. And I could show you right here after we cover the closing. 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes here for the closing. Let's see what happens. Did you saw $100 Bitcoin calls before market closed on Monday? It went up. Wow, really? I didn't see that. $100 call strike on iBit. Wow. You can talk easy, but I want to play safe. I don't see my money goes to the drain while I can avoid losing unnecessarily. Yeah, I mean, look, if you guys want to take off risk, right, and be more balanced, you know, definitely take profits or sell. Right, if you think we're going further, at least. But I don't think I don't think the top is in yet. Right, I don't think we have that big move for Bitcoin yet. Even though we can test some lower targets here for sure. But that's the thing, right? If you're bearish right now, like, okay, and then we do break down, you're like, oh yeah, look, I told you you're bearish. Well, even if we go down, I believe Bitcoin will find a higher low here at some point. And at that point, you definitely want to be buying if you're in the long term, right? So if you don't want to miss out the next big move for Bitcoin. You never want to be too over leveraged. Even if you're not leverage trading, you never want to be too over leveraged with all your investments in crypto. But we got 5 minutes. And again, guys, 5 minutes here. It's in the pin as well as the profile. You can check it out. Again, if you missed this one, it's all good. I'll be coming off a new one in the next coming days. But you can take advantage of this one and the other one. It should be in my profile. Can you take a look at ICP and see how? Yeah, I'll take a look at ICP. Let's just wait for the 5 minutes here on the Bitcoin weekly close, and then we'll take a look at your altcoins. We're just looking here to see the weekly close here for Bitcoin in the next 6 minutes. And this week, I mean, this week was major, guys. We dumped from like 110, testing 98K, and now, you know, we're closing above the 50 weekly MA, which is in green. So I would say right now I'm bullish on Bitcoin, because I did say if we can bounce above and get a close right there above that 50 week, we're still bullish here. The first sign of dumping here would be a weekly close below that. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna take a look at all your altcoins for sure. It will go lower. I buy low and sell on time before I really get bearish. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, there's always a risk of us going lower. I mean, this could definitely be a fake out, but we'll see. right? We got to see the hints first. We can look here. We can zoom in here more. We can see on the daily. We were ranging here for the last couple weeks, the last couple days. And then the last day, which when we needed to, we broke out of that range. So this could be the start of the pivot, especially looking at the stochastic. We're starting to move up here, right? This could be the start of the momentum to the upside. So, you know, the next resistance here is, like I said, 107, around that 21, 25 MA, 107, 106, 500. This is the next resistance point here for Bitcoin if we do move up big here in 3 minutes. Yeah, I'll look at the total 3 too. Total 3. Overall, guys, I'm bullish. I've been buying a lot, you know, this entire time, the last couple weeks and months on this pullback here for Bitcoin in the market. I've been buying. I've been adding to my portfolio. Shiba, please. I got you, bro. Within 2 weeks, I mean, there's a big... First, I want to see how we end up here, right? But, I mean, there's a big... we might be at 112, right? 112 maybe in 2 weeks or so, depending on how it goes here. Why does my 50 moving average show 101K? Really? Maybe it's a, maybe yours is a EMA, right? Mine is just a regular MA. So you can see right here. I mean, I have my own indicator. I created my own indicator, but mine is not a mine is not like a EMA. It's like a, I think it's a simple MA, SMA or whatever. Yeah, my 50 MA is around 103 on the weekly. Check if is it on the weekly. Make sure it's on the weekly. Yeah, we'll see where we open to on the weekly, right? It is on the weekly? Let me see here. I'll check it out in a little bit. But we got 40 seconds left. Most likely we're getting that bullish close right there. Let's see where we open up to, right? Zahid, what's up, bro? But I'm liking Eve too. Eve is looking really good too. $16 seconds. And this is a big point of control for Bitcoin, right? I mean, this is a... You basically had like a double top here in 2024. Boom, boom. And then we had, at least at the moment, we have a double bottom. Boom, boom. And look at that. We just got it, guys. We just got it. Above the 50 week. Are we going to dump now? Right? Is this week the week we dump now? Or maybe we retest it one more time. So if we do dump here, your support will be around 103, 200. Right, there's a big probability we do come down and retest it around 103 or around here somewhere. And if we are bullish, we bounce off of that. All right. Good to see you too, man. I've been live on TikTok the last couple weeks, to be honest. But I just have to find a way to go live on TikTok Studio and YouTube at the same time, because TikTok Studio is definitely what I want to focus on. But I want to be live on YouTube too, you know what I mean? All right, let's take a look at Shiba, some of your favorite altcoins here. But really good weekly close here for Bitcoin, at least at the moment. Let's take a look at Shiba though. And thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. So I know a lot of people are impatient in the market. Shiba is still not looking too... I mean, yeah, it's bearish. It's a massive pullback, but it's not all that bad, right? We're still holding this massive Fibonacci level, that 0.78. We're extremely, extremely oversold to the point that we have bullish divergence on the monthly. So look, what this tells me is that Shiba is going to have a God candle, a massive move very soon, because look at this. We're putting in a lower low here on stochastic, while we're putting in a higher low here in price action. Okay, you see that, and this is on the monthly, so you know this is gonna be a massive move for Shiba. So I know the bearish sentiment. I know Shiba's down a lot, but it's not like, look, if Shiba was putting in new lows here and looking something like that, then yeah, I would be bearish. But it's still holding up pretty well, right? It's holding for its dear life. It has some bullish divergence. It's extremely oversold. It's holding a very important Fibonacci level, which it tested the last 2 months, by the way. Okay, you can see, look, you see how we wick below the Fibonacci level, 0.78 wick, close back up, wick, close back up. Right, the closing is everything. So I'm definitely not totally bearish on Shiba. I'm still bullish on it. It's just down a lot. Right? I had to pull back here to flip this level as support. There you go. If you guys just came in, I just gave you a Bitcoin update really quick here before I look at your altcoins for people that just came in. Basically, Bitcoin, 3 days ago I came on and I said, look, Bitcoin, for it to be bullish, we need to go from 100K, which we were at that time, back above 103 and close above the 50 week. And that's what we did. Now we can have a scare. We can definitely have a pullback here, right? And test that 103K here again, kind of scare people out again, right? But as long as we're above the 50 weekly here, we're closing above it, like the last, the last massive pullbacks we had, we're still bullish. We're still bullish here. And this point of control is still, the bulls. The bulls still have control of this. Now regarding Flux, we'll take a look at Flux. Let's take a look at Flux. So we saw Flux, Filecoin, a lot of altcoins have these massive moves to the upside. And I did say, like, these altcoins, they're so bad, they're down so much, they need kind of like a miracle pump, a massive God candle, and that's what a lot of them been doing here. They're still down a lot though, right? We're still in this downtrend, but at least there's a chance here we can change this market structure and start pivoting. It's not clear yet. I would say for Flux, we need to close here above the 21 and 25, which we fell to here. You see how Flux this week, we pumped to the 50 MA in green, and then we came back down and closed below the 21 in blue and 25 in yellow. So we're still in this downtrend for Flux. Okay, we're still bearish for Flux. The only thing that's bullish here is that we had this God candle, and on this next pullback, we need to create a higher low and then break that 21 and 25. Okay, so we're in the setup for a bullish move here. We just got to see what Flux does. Now, I don't think there's any news yet. Apparently, people are saying that Filecoin's gonna burn 50% of the supply. I haven't researched it yet, but they're burning 50% of the supply in next year. Like, the bull run already started a while ago, right? It's just more expanded. It's just a more expanded bull run, right? It's taking longer. Bitcoin's making the first big moves, and then altcoins will follow big after. Do XRP. Sure, we'll take a look at XRP. Pepe, I'll take a look at Pepe. Yeah, big close. Shout out to Mike. Appreciate it. Good to see you too, Zadid. Yeah, I have a video coming out on Toshi tomorrow, so if you guys want to see my Toshi video, check it out on YouTube. Take a look here at XRP. XRP closing below the 50 week here. So is that the most bullish close here for XRP? What's bullish here is that we're putting in a lot of bullish divergence here on XRP. Right, if we keep holding this level of $2, you know, 220 to around this level, then we're gonna have a massive move to the upside, right? Because we're putting in higher lows while we're putting in lower lows and stochastic. That's bullish divergence right there. So let me see if you can see that. There you go. So I'm liking that for XRP on the weekly. Okay, despite it closing below the 50 weekly here. And honestly, it's gonna start with XRP breaking the daily 25-21 MA, which we're below it. All right, so we're still in this downtrend here for XRP, but I believe very soon XRP is gonna make a pretty big move here, and kind of how, like, if we're bullish, we'll have a big move and then pull back, kind of create like inverted head and shoulders possibly. If we're bullish, we have this scenario where XRP has a big move possibly to like 260, 265, pulls back around 240 and puts in a higher low around there, creating kind of an inverse head and shoulders. That's the bullish scenario here, which could play out. All right, so let's take a look at Pepe, Sui, Cardano, and Polkadot. Again, if you guys are new here, don't forget to like and follow. I have a big announcement coming in the next coming days here on TikTok. What's up, Jack? How you been, bro? Yeah, I haven't been live on YouTube, but I've been live on TikTok the last coming weeks because of TikTok Studio. But I'm happy to be here on YouTube again. Like I said, I gotta find a way to go live on TikTok Studio and YouTube at the same time. So Pepe honestly is kind of bearish right now, right? I mean, we lost that major Fibonacci level. We can have a slow drop here to that 0.5. In long term, we're still bullish. It's just short term we're bearish, right? We can have a slow drop here to that 0.5, put in a higher low. If we lose that, then the 618. But you know, we need to have, I mean, this is on the monthly, right? So we can still move up pretty big here. We need to regain that 0.38 here and close above it. So I think, what was the next coin? Sui. Yeah, Sui. Let's take a look at Sui, because Sui is a coin I've been buying too. Is the music high for you guys? Too loud? Let me see. But yeah, you guys been killing it. Thank you guys for the likes. Also, guys, stay tuned for the... I made a video on Trezor Safe 7. I pre-ordered it. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, check it out on YouTube. My first impressions on the Trezor Safe 7. I think it's going to be the best crypto wallet once it comes out November 23rd. And if you guys want to help me out, you can use my link. But once it comes out, I'm going to make a review video on YouTube. Also here on TikTok, I'll make like a fast review on TikTok. But you can check it out here on my YouTube. Right there, right? The Trezor, we already got almost 1,000 views right there. Trezor Safe 7. I really think this is a good wallet right here, based on what I saw. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out right there. Turn it up. I got you, bro. I'm happy you guys like that. So Sui. Let's take a look here at Sui. Yeah, I've been buying up Sui here, especially under $2. I'm happy I got Sui under $2 here, and this big point of control. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. Every time we have these massive retests to the point of control, everyone is just bearish. But you know, smart money is buying, right? Smart money is buying. Smart money was buying Sui under $2, and you can see how oversold we are. Last time we were this oversold, Sui was in the same point of control, around here, 187. So overall, you know, Sui is still, the bulls are still in control. We're just pulling back to this major key point of control here. We hold this, which we have been. We can start to move back up, being this oversold as well, right? But Sui, I mean, Sui price prediction, I see Sui going to at least 15 bucks. At least 15 bucks, 15, 16. And then possibly hitting 24 or 25. So that's why I've been buying Sui. I think it's a coin that can definitely explode here to 15 bucks, at least 15 bucks. Let me know what's the next coin you guys want me to check out. Let me scroll here. All right, I forgot ICP. Yeah, let me do ICP. Let's check out ICP real quick. But yeah, man, Filecoin, Flux, ICP, a lot of these coins that were kind of hopeless, they all had these massive God candles. And I think ICP had one of the best ones because it's holding up, it's still holding up really well here. Right? So this is like this is what I said. We need a miracle here for ICP. We need a complete reversal. And crypto moves fast. And you can see how fast we moved here. And you can see it. This is very bullish here. We have the biggest crypto crash in the, you know, in history, liquidation, 19 billion. And then guess what? We had this massive pump here for ICP. So very, very bullish here, at least on the monthly. If we're able to close here in this zone, we're looking pretty good. That's where we're having resistance right now. But we still got 21 days here on the monthly for ICP. Either way, I mean, most likely ICP is going to pull back here, right? You don't want to full into green candles like this. The odds are we do pull back here for ICP to test, to basically flip this previous level as support. Okay, see this level where we broke out, and I see this happen all the time. Every time we have this massive support that we lose, and then we have a God candle to break, 9 times out of 10 we pull back and at least wick down to it to flip it as support. We usually have some type of price action like that, and then we break into that range, right? So I mean, I could be wrong, but I would say we do have that retest right there for ICP before we can get comfortable in this level. Yeah, you guys been killing it. Thank you guys. Bitcoin 105K. Look at that. After that bullish weekly close, after all that bearish sentiment, and look, we can still break down, right? I'm not saying that that's the bottom right there, but I bought a lot in the last couple weeks without knowing if it was the bottom or not. I just bought because I know we were down a lot, and the fact that there's a probability that this is the bottom, right? Every time I buy it, I don't know for certain that I know it's the bottom or not. But I'm liking the weekly close here for Bitcoin. Now the government's still closed, right? And that's the thing too. That's a great point by Guana. The government is closed, right? When it opens, last time the government opened, Bitcoin surged 300%. You can look it up. I don't know the details, but I searched it up. I forgot what year it was. Bitcoin surged 300%. I'm not saying it's gonna happen again, but we know the ETFs are also tied with that. I just looked it up on AI like a couple days ago. There's a lot of ETFs for I mean, let's look at it right here. Let's ask ChatGPT which ETFs right now are pending and not yet approved because of the government shutdown. Okay, so we'll just ask it right here so you guys can see. But I'm telling you, when the government reopens, I think that we're gonna, and we start getting these ETF approvals, we're gonna skyrocket for sure. They're not gonna open for 3 months, really. For another 3 months, man. I kind of feel like they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to, smart money's trying to buy, right? They're trying to bring the market down as much as possible. And they're just buying it up. Yeah, I'll check out ICP again. I got you, bro. Let me just share this. So look, the pending ETFs, right? Look at this. We got XRP, Solana, Cardano. I think Solana, yeah, so Solana is one of the ones that had the most here, along with XRP, I believe. Cardano, Avalanche, Polkadot, Dogecoin, Litecoin. This is why I've been so bullish on Litecoin recently. Adira, Sui, Bonk. Sui, Bonk. It doesn't mention Say, but Say is one of them too. Say is one of them too, so. Oh, no, Trump introduced bill for 3 months after that expires. Oh, okay, I see. Yo, no conspiracies. What conspiracies? There's no conspiracies here. Let's take a look at ICP again. For the people that missed it. But basically, this is everything the ICP needed. Right? I've been talking about this because ICP was looking very hopeless. And we needed this type of candle, and it happened. Now, you can see, I firmly believe ICP is going to pull back. For, look, it's on the monthly, it's on the 21 and 25 MA. You see that? It's right below it. So that's why it's getting resistance right there. Also, this is where we had a lot of support. So we're retesting past support. So it's completely normal if ICP, especially after this God candle, pulls back to basically where I said the previous support level, which is around here, around 6 to 550. So what I see happening, the bullish scenario is we had this a lot of support that we lost, right? The biggest crypto crash in history, 19 billion liquidation, you know, scared out all the people out there. They panic sold, but the strong ones are here. You guys are here. You guys are the strong ones. And then we rode the God candle all the way up to back to this zone. We're getting resistance. What's going to happen is we're going to pull back to that past support and flip that as resistance, as support. Okay. Put in the higher low right there. This is what ICP is probably going to do. And then we go into that level. So this is what I see happening. Again, I might not be 100% accurate, but you never want to go all in into God candles like this. Okay. There's always a pullback. You just got to be patient. But I am bullish. I'm bullish. If ICP can pull back and flip this as support, we're looking good. What's going on with VeChain has been underperforming. ICP was an institutional pump. What's your thoughts on Filecoin? So let's take a look here at VeChain, Filecoin, Dash. I mean ICP, we can see ICP back over 10 bucks. But let's take a look here at VeChain, because VeChain has been underperforming, right? H-bar, I got you, bro. If you guys are new here, definitely follow, subscribe, like. And look, VeChain, man, VeChain, maybe we can have that big move like Filecoin, ICP, Flux. That's what we need for VeChain right now. The good thing is that we're at least holding that bear market bottom, right? We haven't closed here below that bear market bottom, maybe slightly a little bit. But, you know, we're extremely oversold. I mean, we're bearish, right? I'm not going to lie to you. We're bearish here for VeChain. But it's not over yet, right? I wouldn't say we're just hopeless here. You know, there's a chance we can recover and have a big pump here like ICP and Flux and Filecoin had, right? But yeah, we're down a lot here for VeChain. I mean, we're at a big point. I mean, we're at a big crossroads for VeChain because this is really the last line here of support since last bear market. So it is pretty risky buying here, but if you buy here, we have a massive move to the upside. You're making a pretty good trade right there, right? But yeah, I definitely don't. I definitely want to say to have VeChain as your biggest holding, right? VeChain is one of my smaller holdings, but it's definitely not my biggest one. Yeah, my thoughts regarding Filecoin. I've always been bearish on Filecoin, but someone in my live stream, they came on and they said that Filecoin is going to burn 50% of their supply next year. And if that is true, that's bullish, right? Because I said for Filecoin to recover and be bullish again, they need to do something. They need to fix something in their tokenomics, because obviously there's something wrong in their tokenomics when you look at their chart, right? It is inflation, a very high inflation. So if they can burn 50% plus change some other things, that'll be very good. That'll be very bullish. And you can see why we're starting to move up pretty nicely here, right? We're still down a ton here, right? Don't get me wrong, but at least right now it's looking like a good recovery. Anytime, Nate. Shout out to Nate. MEC is a good meme coin. What's up, Rick? Oh yeah, what was the next coin? I think it was H-bar, right? H-bar, yeah. I've been buying H-bar too. I'm really close to my H-bar goals on my holdings. So I just need a little bit more H-bar and I'll reach my goal. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys like, for your holdings, do you guys like having rounded numbers? I always like having like rounded numbers, right? So if I'm like a 19K for a coin, I want to get to 20K. If I'm like at a 150, I want to get to 200. You know what I mean? It's just that's just how I am with my holdings. But take a look at Filecoin. I'm at H-bar. So yeah, so H-bar this week, I mean this month, we pulled back to that 21 MA. We got a nice bounce. We still got 21 days here for the monthly, so we can still dump down here. Let's look at the weekly close. Weekly close here below, above the 100 MA. We're still below the 50, the 21. So I mean, we're still kind of in between here. Not completely bullish, but also not completely bearish, right? We're still maintaining this uptrend, right? And what I like about here is we're getting bullish divergence on H-bar. Is what I'm liking here, because right, and I teach this in my course, right? We're putting in a higher low while putting in a lower low in stochastic. That's bullish divergence right there. And that signals to me a possible bottom right there, as you see. Okay. Filecoin robbed the coin holders through inflation. The printed too many coins. Yeah, it's very sad. I'm happy. I really had like, I think I had like probably like $100 worth of Filecoin and went to like $20. So I didn't have a lot of Filecoin. I'm happy about that. But we'll see if they fix the inflation. Oh yeah, Dash, my bad. I got you, Mario. We'll do Dash here for Mario. So I'm very bullish on the H-bar. Again, it's a coin I've been buying. It's still in this beautiful uptrend. It's the structure for H-bar is very bullish. Very, very bullish here. We're getting ready to have this, parabola to the upside, to go up only eventually. Now let's take a look at Dash. Now look, regarding Dash, guys, I made a video before 2025 regarding Dogecoin and Dash, and it's all on my YouTube. It's all on my YouTube. This is why you guys want to follow me on YouTube too. But I made a video talking about Dash possibly having its breakout year 2025 because it was founded the same year as Dogecoin. And why is that significant? It's because Dogecoin was founded in 2013. Dash was founded in 2013. And why is that significant? Well, it was a snake year. And 2025 is a snake year. So what that means is, being a snake year, things are most likely going to happen for the good of that project, right? And we can see that we broke out, right? I mean, yeah, most of the year we were, very flat, but it took until October and we have these two massive green candles, and it's not over yet. It ends February 17th. So, been a very good year for Dash here, at least starting in October. And you can see, you know, I made this video back in January 2024, around there, when Dash was around like 23 bucks. Actually, it was around 26, 30 bucks. But let's take a look here how we're looking here for Dash, because we broke a lot of big moving averages here with the last 2 months, right? We broke the 21, the 25, the 50, and now we're getting resistance on that new 100 on the week, on the monthly, right there. So I would say support here, if we have a big pullback, which we easily can, is around 50, 52. Okay, we can definitely have a pullback to 52, 50, and I would say we probably will, mainly because I see this area of being a big point of control for Dash right here. So I would say this is like the buy level here for Dash if we have this pullback, right, from 50, right, from where it's at right now, all the way down to like 45, 50. I'll say it's a good buy area if you're bullish on Dash, creating the uptrend here. Now let's take a look here at the weekly. Anytime. Yeah, on the weekly too. Like, the weekly is showing me too that we have a retest possibly to that $60 mark, right? So we're pretty overbought here. We're pretty overbought on these time frames, and it's been a while since Dash had a massive move like this. And look at this too. Look, this is what I love showing you guys here on the charts. Before this massive move, right, clear inverse head and shoulders. Look at that, right? Clear inverse head and shoulders, and we pump to the upside. So that $60 mark will probably be the first area. Then we'll probably lose that and go into the 50s. Overall, I'm bullish on Dash. I am bullish on it. And it's kind of amazing to me how on its positive snake year, it had the best year since, I don't know, 2021, right? When it went to like, I mean, this was just the best year so far since 2021. It's still down a lot, but this is a big, I mean, this is a big pump from like 30 bucks. Okay, 20, 30 bucks. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Dash. It's just that you don't want to buy into green candles. Even if we pump higher, we'll most likely have that pullback, put in the higher low, that point of control, right? That 60, 45 buck level. And then if we're bullish, we bounce off of that and put in a higher high. All right, some of you guys are asking for Dogecoin, Toshi as well. I got you. I'm actually gonna make a video on Toshi after this live stream. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I just made a video on YouTube right now on 2026 being a horse year for Bitcoin, and I compared 2014, so you can check that out when you guys got time. Let's check out Dogecoin right here. And I'm telling you guys, like, all the videos that I get low views on are probably my most important videos, right? So, right, my Bitcoin 2026 horse year, 197 views. The latest one I put, Bitcoin enemy year 2014, 2026. All these videos are super important regarding the enemy year or positive year are the videos that people pay the least attention to. And they're probably my most important ones. So let's take a look at Dogecoin and see how we're looking here. I don't know why it's like that. Hold up. Okay, now it's good. So 2026 we crash. I'll talk about that right after we check out Dogecoin. Just watched your horse year video and loved it. Anthony, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. But yeah, the reason why I say that, guys, is because I posted before 2024 when XRP was like 40, 50 cents. I posted a lot of videos regarding XRP having a blowout year in 2024 because of a dragon year, right? XRP was founded on a dragon year. Hence why XRP is my biggest holding right now in terms of profits, because I bought a ton preparing for that. And that, you know, those videos didn't get a lot of views. And 2024 XRP goes from like 50 cents to $2 in November, right? So Let's take a look here at Dogecoin, because look, Dogecoin is in its positive year. So why isn't it running up, right? It should be running up like Dash. But what people don't understand is Dogecoin is going to have an ETF. Does it have an ETF already? Is it already confirmed? But Dogecoin on its positive year, it's the first ever meme coin to have an ETF, right? That is major. That's setting itself up for the next coming year, for the 2026 at least. And the year is not over yet. It ends February 17th. So we can still have a massive move here for Dogecoin, which we're still looking bullish, right? We're still looking bullish here for Dogecoin. Okay, let's see. All right, so on the weekly, I mean, if you look at Dogecoin on the weekly, we're just looking like a massive inverse head and shoulders on the weekly, right? You know, going sideways like that. We're extremely oversold here, so also bullish divergence. I think I talked about this too. Getting bullish divergence here. Clear bullish divergence for Dogecoin. Because we really reset that stochastic here. So we're very, very oversold on the weekly. Last time we were this oversold, Dogecoin was around 14 to 12 cents even. Right. So this is setting itself for a massive move to the upside, I believe, for Doge. Pretty big move to the upside. AVAX, I got you with AVAX. We just have to close above, right? We just, on the monthly, we just got to close above the 25, which we are at the moment. We're kind of hanging around there. We close above that 25 MA on the monthly. We're still looking really, really good here for Dogecoin, which is still in this beautiful uptrend. Or we're still in this massive uptrend right here. And if we get a Fibonacci, let's do the Fibonacci here for Doge. I mean, you can see right there, right? We're kind of, we lost that 0.5. We're kind of struggling here. But if we hold that 25 MA on the monthly, as well as this massive support, which is around 16 cents. So if you see Dogecoin close below 16 cents and a half on the monthly, that's bearish. We'll probably retest the 12 cents level here, the golden pocket, which is a big possibility. Okay. The first step though is closing below that 16 cents. 16 cents and a half on the monthly. We do that, we'll probably dump here to the golden pocket around 13 to 12 cents. You see that? But again, there's a big probability that doesn't happen. We'll see. And you guys are killing it. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Let's do AVAX here. JVAX is down a pretty good amount, but it's holding too. It's holding pretty well. It's not completely bearish here. We're holding that 0.78. Massive resistance here from the bear market. We need to hold this level. And I believe the probability is we do hold this level here for AVAX. Also possibly forming a big inverse head and shoulders, possibly, right? And getting that bullish divergence too, right? So a lot of the coins are getting bullish divergence, resetting that stochastic back to extremely oversold right here. You see that? So I would say it's not, you know, AVAX under 20 bucks is not a bad deal. This coin was around 60 bucks, 66 bucks here back in March 2024, just last year. So you go back to those levels right there. That's like a, what is that? Like a 3x or a 2x. But yeah, it's, I mean, it's not completely bullish either, right? It's kind of somewhere in the middle. But I like buying coins that are oversold like this, testing these massive resistance level. I like buying them when they're at those levels, because the probability is we do get a bounce, most likely. All right, what was the next coin, guys? Let's check right here. All right, regarding that, I think someone asked about, you know, Bitcoin, right? So in the video, I talk about the last horse here for Bitcoin, which was 2014. We went from like 1,160 to 155, right? This was Bitcoin's first enemy year, the horse year, in 2014. So it's just like, how is this a coincidence, right? This is its first enemy year, and it was its first massive dump. Before, after Bitcoin was created, it had these small pullbacks, but this was the first massive dump, not just a fast dump, but the entire year. This was multiple months. I'm on the monthly, right? This was for a staggering amount of months here that it was just dumping, and it was this first massive test on its enemy year. So this is just a warning for 2026. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen the same way, but I believe if we pump in 2026, we have that euphoria. Definitely take your profits, right? Because I could see Bitcoin topping out in its enemy year. It would make sense to me if we top out. Right, so I mean, it starts February 17th. You're gonna see a lot of videos out there, people trying to scare you to sell you all your crypto. But what they don't understand is we can skyrocket into 2026. We can put in a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Top out, right? Top out for Bitcoin, wherever it'll be, 180K, 200K, maybe even higher, I don't know. And then we top out in its enemy year. And then we have that capitulation in possibly 2027 as well, right? So that's what I'm looking at least for right now at the moment. Tia and Cosmos. Oh yeah, let's check out Cosmos and we'll check out Tia too. I haven't checked out Cosmos in a while. Man, Cosmos is looking awful. See, Cosmos needed that pump that Flux and Filecoin had, right, and ICP. But it's just down all the way this way. And I hold Flux. I still hold Flux. I'm down a ton on Flux. Thank God it's not one of my biggest holding, but it does suck to see, because I think my average on Flux is probably like $12, 15 bucks, right? So you can see how much I'm down. Hey, I mean, at some point Flux was like, the all-time high was like 45 bucks, right? But I would say my average is like 10 to 12. But man, is there really any hope here for for Cosmos, Adam? Let's see. It's just down massively, right? I mean, if we do have a miracle here, we need to break that 21 and 25 out of this massive downtrend too. So that 21 and 25 is literally right on the downtrend too, as you see. Right, it's like going along with it. So, this can happen, right? Crypto moves fast. We need a God candle break over it, do a fast retest, and then do something kind of like that. It'll be kind of a miracle, but this is what we really need for Cosmos. And one thing too, guys, if that does happen, this is what my prediction for this bull market. If something like this does happen, right? It doesn't mean Cosmos is going back to all-time highs. It's not guaranteed. Something like this can happen, and Cosmos can top out here, around 20 bucks or so, or 25 or whatever, like around here somewhere. So my prediction is there's going to be a lot of altcoins that are going to fool a lot of people into thinking that they're going to break all-time highs and put new highs. But I believe they'll probably put lower all-time highs from last all-time high. And some of them might not even recover halfway. But this is just a big warning, right? This is why you always want to look, you want to compare an altcoin to the overall market, the total market cap, where Bitcoin is, where the other altcoins are at. Because just a scenario for Cosmos is like, maybe we are around that $15, $20 mark, but the overall market is super euphoric. Bitcoin 200K, altcoins, super high prices compared to Cosmos. That tells me that, yeah, we're topping out here. We're not going, higher. And I believe that's gonna happen to Cosmos, Sandbox, right? Maybe Matic. A lot of these coins that are extremely low. It very well can happen. If you're buying Bitcoin, you shouldn't plan on selling it ever. It's digital gold standard. Yeah, I mean, like, one of my things, guys, is like, one of my strategies is I have a separate Bitcoin wallet. So if you're buying Bitcoin and you want to have it as kind of like a savings, I would recommend getting like a Bitcoin only wallet. I don't know the tech behind it, but you know, a lot of people say that Bitcoin only wallets are safer because it's just the Bitcoin firmware. I don't know if that's completely true or if it makes a massive difference, but it's good to have just a Bitcoin wallet and then keep your altcoins separate and just have that wallet as super long term, right? But I would say too, it's good to take profits on Bitcoin, right? Unless you're much simpler. If you're not like a trader, you can hold it long term, right? If you're more simpler, you just want to hold. But it doesn't hurt, you know, when you're seeing a lot of signals in the market, it doesn't hurt to take some profits on Bitcoin and watch it. I mean, you gotta understand, each bear market, Bitcoin went at least, we dumped at least, last bear market, we went down 77%. Now, I don't believe we're gonna dump down that much, but even if we dump down 50%, right, 50%, that's, you'll definitely feel good taking profits on Bitcoin if that were to happen. Yeah. Weekly stochastic R size 0 on this coin. What, on Cosmos? I was looking at Cosmos. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. I'll be live again tomorrow. This is so let's do a recap here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin closed above the 50-week. Like, at some point this week was horrible, right? We went to 98K. It was everyone, you know, in the store. The store was a lot of bearish people out there. But we got a really bullish closing here. We need to have another big move here. Back to 109, 110, and start closing above 111, 112, right? So we'll see what happens here. I'll be live again, possibly tomorrow night. We'll see. 106K, look at that, 106. And yeah, thank you guys so much, whoever showed up. Thank you for the likes, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. And check out my link in my bio, guys, if you guys want a great deal. Check it out. It's on my profile. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, I also forgot to say, I will have a video coming out tomorrow on YouTube for Toshi. So if you like Toshi, check out my YouTube channel. It'll be like an update on Toshi. All right, peace. Shout out to you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys. And just so you guys know, I haven't been I've been active. I've just been live streaming on TikTok because the TikTok studio, it really helps out my live streams get more exposure. And when I do TikTok studio lives, I can't do YouTube at the same time. Like, my computer just can't take it for some reason. It's just like a lot of power on the GPU, I guess, or whatever. But I'm gonna be doing live streams here on YouTube again. It's just annoying because I gotta do it on my phone on TikTok, but it's all good. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Check out my new video on Toshi tomorrow, and I just uploaded today too, regarding the horse here for Bitcoin. But I'm pretty optimistic, guys. I'm happy you guys are here. We got the Trezor wallet coming out soon. If you guys haven't got the Trezor wallet, yeah, I'll put the link right here actually. Pre-order before November 23rd, I believe, and you get a free wireless charger if you pre-order it. I already pre-ordered mine. And I believe this wallet is going to be a really, really good wallet because, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It's going to be a quantum resistant wallet, right? It's going to be a really good, big touchscreen, big display, really big brightness as well. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. Trezor, there we go. So I'll put the link right there for Trezor if you guys are interested. And oh yeah, so it's 100% open source, right? The chips and everything, 100% open source. That's my number one thing. Is it open source? That really means the most to me, because the number one feature a wallet should always focus on, the number one thing, is security, right? Is it open source or is it closed source, right? There's some risk with being closed source. You don't know, there could be a backdoor or something. I don't know, right? But being open source is very good, and it's very user friendly on top of that. So it has the two biggest features: security and user interface, friendly user interface. So check it out. You can pre-order right there. If you use my link, it will definitely help out a lot. Now we got 17 viewers on here, man. You guys are killing it. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys been absolutely killing it. I hope you guys like my shirt, by the way. Let me know if you guys like my shirt. Look at this. You guys see that? Mind your own business. I got this shirt like a couple days ago. I just thought it was funny. It's kind of funny too, because it has Ethereum, right? It still has Ethereum, because Ethereum used to be like proof of work. So I mean, I guess now I wish I had Dogecoin and Bitcoin, because I actually do mine Dogecoin, but it's all good. Yeah, I know it's live, bro. I know it's live. I went off live on TikTok, but just stayed live here a little longer for you guys. But yeah, check out my videos, guys. Love you. Catch you guys.